Last night, something happened that I never expected. Not the kind of moment you plan for. Not the kind of moment you rehearse in your head. It was sudden, so sudden it felt like the universe reached down, grabbed the truth I've been hiding, and pulled it out of me in front of someone else. And I'm not going to lie, it shook me, because for so long, I've kept us protected, quiet, untouched by opinions, unnamed by people who don't understand the weight of what we carry. I've kept our connection behind my ribs like a secret candle, burning, glowing steady, but hidden. But last night, someone made me talk about you. And when I say made me, I don't mean they forced me with threats or anger. I mean they cornered the truth in a way I couldn't dodge. They asked questions in a way that felt too precise to be casual, too intentional to be random. We were just sitting there, talking about life, normal things, light things. The kind of conversation where people laugh, where time moves easily. And then, the shift happened. The questions turned inward. Not, how's your day? Not, what's new? But straight into the center of what I've been carrying in silence. They looked at me and asked, boldly, directly, without warning. What's going on between you two? Not vague, not playful, not a joke, direct. And my body reacted before my mind could even catch up. My chest tightened. My throat went dry. That familiar panic rose in me, the panic of being seen too clearly. Because that question, it wasn't just a question. It was a door being opened. And the thing is, I could have deflected. I could have smiled, shrugged, made a clever little comment like, oh, it's complicated. I could have changed the subject, laughed it off, tossed your name aside like it meant nothing. But I didn't. Because in that moment, something inside me snapped, not in anger, but in exhaustion. I realized I'm tired. Tired of pretending. Tired of shrinking. Tired of acting like what we have isn't real, isn't deep, isn't sacred. So I answered, and I didn't hold back. They wanted the truth, so I gave it. I poured my heart out like a dam finally breaking after years of holding back the flood. I told them about the connection we share, about the quiet understanding between us that doesn't need explanations. The way we can sit in silence and somehow it still feels like a conversation. The way I can feel you before I even see you. The way my energy shifts when your name comes up, like something in me wakes up and starts breathing again. I told them you make me feel seen in a way no one else ever has. Not just seen like people look at you. Seen like someone recognizes your soul. I told them how being near you brings me peace, real peace. Not temporary distraction. Not, I'm okay for a moment. But that deep, calm clarity that feels like my nervous system finally stops fighting. I told them you've become the safest place I know. And then they asked more. They leaned in like they knew there was a deeper layer. Like they could sense that what I was saying was still only the surface. They said, you seem different when you talk about them. Like your soul shifts. And the moment they said that, my heart dropped. Because they were right. Every time your name leaves my mouth, something inside me softens. Something opens. Something sacred moves in me. So I told them how much I care. I told them about the nights I lie awake staring at the ceiling, wondering what you're thinking, wondering what you're carrying, wondering if you're okay. I told them about the quiet mornings when I look at the sky, just the sky, nothing special, and suddenly I'm thinking, I hope they're protected today. I told them about that moment we sat together in silence, and I realized something that scared me with how true it was. Silence with you is better than words with anyone else. Because silence with you isn't empty. It's full. It's full of meaning, full of presence, full of everything we don't say but still feel. And then I said it, out loud, to another person. The sentence I've only ever allowed myself to whisper in private. I said, I'm in love with them. And I braced myself. I waited for the laugh, the judgment, the teasing, the oh please reaction. But it never came. They didn't laugh. They didn't judge. They just listened. And that silence, safe, steady silence, made me keep going. Because my love, I've been holding so much inside. And last night, for the first time, someone saw the whole truth. Not just the beautiful parts. Not just the poetic parts. But the messy parts too. The confusion. The fear. The longing that makes my stomach twist. The uncertainty about what we are and where this is going. And yet, underneath all of that, an undeniable certainty that what we have is real. They asked about you too. They asked what you feel. And I couldn't pretend I know everything inside your heart. But I told them what I've witnessed. I told them what I see when I look into your eyes. That shift, that pause, that way your energy changes when we're together, like you're trying to stay controlled. But something deeper keeps leaking through. I told them how your walls drop just a little when I speak your name softly. I told them that I believe you feel it too. That magnetic pull, that soul-tethered bond. The kind of connection you can't explain without sounding crazy to people who only understand love in shallow ways. But we feel it in every shared glance, every unfinished sentence, every moment that feels too intense for just friends. And then, like I knew they would, they asked the question I was dreading. The question that cuts like a blade because it tries to shrink something infinite into something small. They asked, "So you're just friends?" And my chest tightened so hard it almost hurt, because that question hung in the air like a storm cloud, heavy, charged, ready to break. And in that moment, I did something I've never done before. I took a breath, I held my ground, and I told the truth. "No," I said, "we're not just friends." I said it clearly. No apology. No nervous laughter. No softening the truth to make it easier for someone else to digest. No, we are not just friends. Because friends don't look at each other the way we do. Friends don't feel time stop when their hands almost touch. Friends don't carry each other in their chest like a heartbeat. I told them what we have goes beyond friendship. That our souls recognize each other. That this isn't something I can define in ordinary language. Because it isn't ordinary. It's rare. It's sacred. It's cosmic. And when I said that, their face changed. They looked stunned, but not shocked in a bad way. More like it clicked. Like they finally understood why they felt something different around us. Then came the next question. And this one almost made me laugh because of how small it sounded compared to the truth. "So are you dating? Are you in a relationship?" How could I answer that? How could I explain that labels feel too cheap for what we carry? So I told them the truth again, another kind of truth. I said, "We don't have a label." And then I said something I've never admitted out loud. We never needed one, because a label could never hold the weight of what we share. Because this isn't just romance, and it's not just friendship, and it's not just attraction. It's something that reaches into the deepest parts of who we are. We don't just know each other. We see each other. We feel each other. We read each other in ways that scare us sometimes. We belong to each other in a way that doesn't obey the rules this world tries to force onto love. And then, I admitted the part that hurts. The part I've tried not to say because saying it makes it real. I told them part of why we've kept this quiet is fear. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of being judged. Fear of consequences. Because the truth is, people don't always celebrate what they can't control. People don't always protect what they can't understand. And when something is pure, the world often tries to stain it. So yes, there's been fear. Not fear of my feelings. Never fear of you. but fear of what happens when something this real steps into a world that isn't always kind. I told them I've been afraid that if we let the world see us, it might try to break us. That if we bring this into the light, opinions might poison it. And so I kept us in the shadows, not because I was ashamed, but because I was protecting something sacred. But then, something happened as I spoke those words. I realized something that made my eyes sting with emotion. Love isn't meant to live in the dark. Not real love. Not love that heals. Not love that changes people. And our love, this connection, deserves to be seen. Not for attention. Not for validation. But because it is real. And real things shine best in the light. Then they asked about the future. And I didn't hesitate. I said, I see them in it. I see us building something. Not overnight. Not rushed but steady and strong. I told them I see laughter, growth, forgiveness, passion. I told them I see us learning each other's hearts even more deeply. I told them I see us healing side by side, choosing each other again and again. Not because we have to, but because we want to. And then I said the part that hit me hardest. I see us being free. Free to love. Free to fall. Free to be. Because that's what this is. A love that doesn't cage us. A love that sets us free. When the conversation ended, I walked away feeling like I'd just survived something. I felt exposed, but I also felt relieved. Like I'd been carrying a secret so heavy it was bending my spine. And suddenly I could stand straight again. Because once you speak the truth, you can't unspeak it. A door opens, and you can't pretend you never saw what was inside. So now, here I am, writing this to you. Because after last night, nothing feels the same. And I can't keep letting you guess what you mean to me. I can't keep protecting you from the truth like the truth is dangerous. My love, the truth isn't dangerous. The truth is the only thing that can save us from fear. So I need you to hear it, directly, clearly, with no hiding. I love you. I love you in ways I didn't know I was capable of loving. I love you not only for who you are, but for how you make me feel when I'm with you. Safe, whole, like I can breathe, like I'm finally home. I love your strength. I love your sensitivity. I love your quiet thoughts and your wild heart. I love the way you look at me when you think I'm not paying attention. I love the way your soul feels like a prayer I didn't know I was saying. And here's the third-party truth you deserve to know. The part that might shock you. The part that changes everything. That person last night, they weren't just asking out of curiosity. They were testing the room. They were watching me closely, measuring every word. Because they already sensed something. And someone else has been watching too. There's been a third energy around us. A third-party presence that doesn't want us to move forward freely. Not because they love either of us, but because control makes them feel powerful. And last night confirmed it. When I spoke your name, when I admitted the truth, I saw it in their eyes. They realized this isn't a phase. This isn't a passing crush. This is real. And the moment they realized that, their whole attitude shifted. They smiled. But it wasn't just warmth. It was calculation. Because some people smile while they collect information. Some people listen not to understand, but to report. So I'm telling you now, if things start feeling strange, if messages get twisted, if rumors suddenly appear, if someone tries to create distance between us, know this. It won't be random. It will be strategy. Because third-party energy thrives on confusion. It thrives on silence. It thrives on two people not speaking clearly. But last night, I broke that pattern. I spoke. I claimed the truth. And I'm not going back. I don't want to hide anymore. I want to love you in the open. I want to hold your hand without flinching. I want to look at you without pretending the intensity isn't there. I want the world to see us and know this is real, not because we need the world, but because hiding has been feeding fear, and fear has been feeding distance. And I'm done feeding distance. We don't need permission to be what we are. We don't need anyone's approval. We only need to keep choosing each other, again and again, every single day. And I promise you, I will, even when it's hard, even when it's complicated, even when the world tries to pull us apart with opinions, with pressure, with interference. I will choose you because you are my truth. And last night, I finally had the courage to speak it. Now it's your turn to know how much you mean to me, without filters, without fear, without hiding. From this day forward, let's walk in truth. Let's stand in the light. Let's stop letting third parties write our story. Let's be who we were always meant to be together.